Let's talk now to Jonny Gould, TalkTV presenter, podcaster as well, a man who has plenty to say about Gary Lineker, comparing the Tory party asylum policy to Nazi Germany, to concentration camps, to millions and millions of people being exterminated because of their religion, because of their faith, because of their choice of life. It wasn't just Jewish people who were killed, Polish people were killed, homosexuals were killed, disabled people were murdered. Gary Lineker actually physically thinks that that's a good thing to compare to Rishi Sunak and the Tory party. It's not only naive and unforgivable, it's just pathetic. Jonny, very good morning to you.
Mike, you've put it beautifully, and I'm very sad that we have to talk about Gary Lineker yet again, because the BBC never take action. They don't slap his wrists, they don't fine him, they don't suspend him. And so when I watch Match of the Day and he's being avuncular and happy and cheerful with Ian Wright or, you know, who have Micah Richards, I have to sort of keep one eye over the other, because he's got this subterranean point of view which he keeps on Twitter whilst trying to entertain us with the neutrality of football. And it is about time the BBC took action against his miscreants. This cannot continue.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, I said this morning, and it was partially mischievous, but not entirely. You know, you could certainly interpret what he said as hate speech, because I can't imagine what Germany and modern Germans think of what he said. And I also can't imagine what many Jewish groups and Jewish individuals like yourself will think about when he mentions, effectively, the Tory party is involved in a Holocaust.
Yeah, there's that level, and also, unfortunately, his form of use of the word Nazi comes from an echo chamber which he is part of. He complained about Israel during the Gaza war. It was an interaction that unfortunately left me blocked by Lineker. I didn't know him very well, but we had worked together once before. He approximately knew who I was, and now I can't communicate with him.
Well, join the club. He blocked me a long time ago as well. I asked him if he was paying taxes on the Walker's Crisps endeavour that he was involved in, and how did that chime with his view that children should be forced to eat healthy foods?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can argue about his hypocrisy all day, but the one most important thing that needs to be done today is the BBC need not to just remind him, because that didn't have any effect at all at his behaviour last time they reminded him. He is annoying a massive opportunity of the population, and it's just totally unacceptable. This cannot continue. He is a public figure, and the reason why I got blocked by him, Mike, was that I accused him of destabilising our society in which we lived, because at the same time as he was criticising Israel's defence of itself against Gazan rockets, there were anti-Zionist protests which started to get violent in Oxford Circus, and it was starting to spread around the country. There was a megaphone gang down in North London, which happened around the time. And I told him straight that he had, with 8 million followers, most of them, I would imagine, in Britain, a responsibility not to destabilise society. That is what he is doing, and that is what the BBC should be mindful of in, I think, punishing him, actually.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree with you more. Jonny, thank you very much indeed. Jonny Gould there, speaking up for those people who have been tarnished by Gary Lineker's ridiculous tweet.